pleased. Yeah.
At least come up to this mic here,
Yeah,
Hank,
yeah.
if it's going to be a quick question.
It'll probably take in the neighborhood of 80,000.
Okay.
To finish the 13th Street and Ebony.
Yes,
That
sir.
would leave us approximately 57 left over.
Yes.
Because I'm really a believer that that's an area of town, as everybody knows, I've mentioned before, we seem to forget that Imperial Beach goes to 15th Street and beyond a little bit. And this is something we need to do. It's next to an elementary school. It's very important, and that is a 4-lane road out there in front of it on 13th Street. I think it's very important that we move forward and complete that project first and not leave it 3/4 of the way done. Now, how would we deal with the other portion of your funds then?
Well, what is it, 50? They say there's 57,000 left. I guess that could be apportioned. When I look at the list, I guess that could do part of the public safety stuff. It could do part of the
How about the other crosswalk?
music.
How much of the other crosswalk?
We're
would
running
it get
about,
done?
could we do part of a crosswalk for that thing?
We do not yet have an engineer's estimate on the 2 crosswalks that you have approved. We are Levine's estimate is we can get it done with about 137 that we've got. But that is not. I don't have those drawings completed to the point where there's a firm engineer's estimate. So I guess alternatively, I would offer up that if you were to allocate the 137 to 13th, whatever would be left over could be reallocated to other crosswalks if we wanted, if we needed them. And
then in our redevelopment bond, we're planning on doing street work, so we could, let's say it was one of these other ones and it was still 137. The redevelopment could cop in another 80,000 for that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's my initial questions. Do I have any other questions for my colleagues?
One question. Do you have any kind of estimate of value on what the bathrooms at Sports Park would cost? And I know we've looked at this before, but I don't recall the numbers.
It's
not on our list here, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
The
Sports Park
bathrooms.
restaurant. No, we have Sports Park restaurants.
Sports Park, music room and restrooms. Okay.
Yeah.
The last time the time that we looked at the restroom at Sports Park, we were designing the improvements to match the funds that were available, not a full rehab. So it depends on how you want it. And the funds available were the CDBG money, which is $63,000. I have not gone beyond that. Once we were told the money was not available for that, we stopped the drawings and have not done a complete rehab design for it. So I'd be a little bit hesitant to give a figure to you at this point.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. McCoy?
Yeah, I'm looking at the Sports Park music room. So if the one to be completed leaves us with 57,000 left over, couldn't we find another 23 and complete that, and we'd have 2 projects?
I mean, you weren't here at the last meeting, Ms.
No.
McCoy, and I'm not sure if Mr. Brown went into it. We actually did something in the music room a couple of years ago.
That's true.
And, and that's when I came out and said something about crosswalks, I'm looking at something that had more broader benefit than to what it was. I mean, I understand the bathrooms, things that Mr. King brought up, and I know Ms. Bragg mentioned it the last time. But it's also what can be accomplished. One of the things we always forget about, in my opinion, is that there is Mr. Levine, and then there's Mr. Levine. And, and the thing is doing crosswalk to get that done and out of the way. And sometimes these bathrooms and other projects are a little bit different than just getting into some real public work stuff there.
As a point of curiosity, though, what happened to the one outside City Hall?
That's,
Is that pending?
yeah, that you all approved it. Ms. Levine's finishing up the design, and it'll go out to bid.
And we also have one at Loudon Lane, too,
Yeah.
Right.
that
but-
we've done the same
and
thing.
all these are CDBG monies or not?
I've lost
That
it.
is
Yeah, it is CDBG. I've forgotten track. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Because
You're right.
we've trailed the money, haven't we? We've kept it,
Oh, yeah, we have it.
spent it.
Correct.
So we still, how many projects then do we have underway? We've got the one at 13th Street, right?
Right, 3/4.
The one at Loudon Lane.
Right.
And the
and
one
the one here.
outside City Hall.
And the other one, well, different project, but it's the energy one to replace many streetlights with low energy.
Right, and
And
the
that's-
the one at Loudon or up there at Fifth, that serves the schools
Right.
there.
Right.
So that's not bad.
I mean, I mean, once again, Miss McCray, I know you weren't here, but it's like I kind of brought up, and I know that Miss Bragg had brought up at that time the bathrooms and things, but I still kind of look at it as the multitude of benefits of a crosswalk. It does more than just make it a little safer for young and old to cross the streets. I mean, these are mostly on streets that are a little wider than the one out in front of my house, but it also helps to what they call traffic calming, you know, because a crosswalk and visually in front of you has a tendency to help with people thinking about how fast they're going. And I know years ago, talking to the motorcycle officer in town, Imperial Beach Boulevard has some people that like to go pretty fast. So I'm thinking that these are type of things that can help us in more ways than one.
Okay.
And that's why I've been advocating for it, but I'm willing to listen to everybody and their ideas on it. I just think if we do these crosswalks and get some of them done, especially near schools, is a good idea. You've got your button, please, Ms. Bragg.
Thank you. Mr. Mayor, I could totally support you on this. What's very attractive to me on this is the completion of a project. So if it's only going to take $80,000 for us to complete that crosswalk, then let's do it and move ahead and put the remainder possibly.